Good afternoon. We're gathered here on the shores of West Point Lake to just to stress and highlight the fact that not just Lake Lanier, but much of the Chattahoochee Rivershed is in a dire situation. In fact, much of North Georgia, the entire state. The drought conditions and low water levels are not limited to Atlanta and just its surrounding areas. Everyone in the state has been adversely affected by the drought Georgia faces. And that's why, frankly, it's plain disheartening 5 days after we declare a state emergency, a week after we initiate a lawsuit, 3 months after the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture declares a disaster, and years after we've requested the Corps of Engineers to revise the interim operation plan. The Army Corps and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service continue to operate this watershed on a fatally flawed plan. The amount of water they're sending downstream every day, listen to these numbers, is enough for 128 million 5-minute showers. It's enough for 640 million flushes of a toilet. Folks, every day the Corps of Engineers sends enough water down this river to sustain over 10 million Georgia households, a family of 4. Enough water, excess water, goes down this river. And I want to be clear, we're not demanding an end to all the water releases, just a more reasonable rate of a flow downstream. Everyone needs to understand that if our reservoirs are drained, there will be no water to send downstream. No water for Atlanta, no water for LaGrange, no water for Columbus, no water for mussels, and no water for the rest of the ACF basin. And that's what Governor Riley told me face-to-face this spring, that all he needed out of the Chattahoochee River was enough water to run Plant Farley. That's the exact quote, and I'm willing to look him in the eye and tell him that. I don't anticipate the president coming, but obviously I've been in touch with Secretary of the Interior, Dirk Kempthorne, as well, and we've invited him to come see firsthand what the situation is.